A lot of times when you're told how to take care of a shoe, 9 out of 10, especially when it comes to a high-end shoe, you're going to hear somebody tell you that you need to get one of these. Okay? This is a shoe tree. Okay? Are these things worth it? Worth it? Do you need a shoe tree? I am about to debunk this little to the intro. For starters, let's go ahead and break this bad boy down. You would normally find a good shoe tree made from cedar wood because it has that has a pleasant scent, and it helps absorb some of the moisture, if not all, inside of the shoe, because of course you're wearing the shoe with or without a sock. Understand, even if you're wearing a sock, the foot will still sweat, and it helps keep the shoe smelling a little more so pleasant than stinky. Okay, these things are upwards from $4.50 to $30 and plus some, according on how fancy they are, because they can get fancy. They're also made from beech wood and plastic, but if you're gonna get a shoe tree, you want to go ahead and stick with your cedar for the most part. Okay, now let me help you understand something. These are normally put inside of your shoe to retain the shape of the shoe and to eliminate, if not decrease, the creases that your shoe will acquire through walking in them. Now I'm going to show you firsthand what these things do not actually do. Okay? Now, we're going to take this shoe tree. We're going to look at the creases in this shoe. Look at the creases, folk. All right? I'm going to stick this shoe tree in there the proper way. It's spring-loaded. It's like a spring. It's spring-loaded. Stick it in here. Okay? Now, do you see a difference? If you see any difference at all, it's very slight. Okay? Now, it does maintain the shape of the shoe, quote unquote, but look at all this, look at all this right here. See this right here? All that excess right here, you see that? It's not quite pressed, you see that? Okay? So this is not going to eliminate any creases. People, when you walk in your shoe, they are going you're going to get creases. They are supposed to crease. That is natural. Stop walking around like Frankensteins and putting these things in your shoe to keep your foot from bending so much. You're supposed to be comfortable in your shoe. You're supposed to break your shoe in. Your shoe is going to crease. Stop the madness. I'm going to give you a better option. A better option. Just hold on. Okay, before some of you guys get cocky on me and say, hey, dude, you didn't even use a tennis shoe. I'm going to use a tennis shoe. Now understand, we spend money on shoes as such. These are Koyos. These other shoes right here, these are Ace Mark shoes. These shoes are upwards $400. Of course you want to take care of your shoes. And for some of you guys, you get a little sensitive because you hate to see creases in your shoe. This is natural. I cannot tell you that enough. It's natural. It adds character to your shoe. It's okay. Let's go ahead and stick it in this tennis shoe. All right, it's in there. It's all the way in there. It's in there. It's in there. Okay? Now look at this. Look at that. See that? See all that play in there? That play? Just play in there. It's not pressed up enough to it's not pressed up enough to help even, take the creases out while it's in the shoe. You can see the creases on the outside of my Koyo still there, and I'm pressing, and it's giving way, and then I'm pressing it against the shoe tree. Let me give you that option, guys. This is madness. Okay, look at the creases in this shoe. The only thing you have to do is get a clean, old t-shirt, okay? A clean old t-shirt. Stick it inside of your shoe, okay? All right? Stuff it in there. Stuff it in the shoe. I mean, stuff it. Stuff it. Okay? and then here you go. Now, as you can see, the creases are somewhat out of the shoe. It does not mean they're not gonna conform back to the creases that were there before, okay? But if you feel comfortable with trying to eliminate some of the creases or trying to keep the form of the shoe, just simply take a clean old t-shirt and stuff it in there and then leave it alone. Let's do it with the tennis shoe, because look at that. It's filling up every void in here. You see that? It's filling up every void. You see how I press? It fills it up. It fills it up. It fills the shoe up. And even if you want to stick more in there, I don't care if you get a huge shirt, stick 2 or 3 in there if that's what you need to do, and fill the whole shoe up to make sure the shoe is totally filled up, and you want to keep the shape of the shoe. Do that to make yourself feel comfortable. All right, let's do the tennis shoe really quick like. Gonna take the old Koyos. I love Koyos. These are my favorite tennis shoes of all time. All right, stick it in there, stuff it in there, stuff it in there. Like I said, you can take 2 t-shirts and fill it up to about right here, but just kind of make sure it's tightly in there, okay? Now look at this. There's no play in there. Look at that. See? It's filled up. It's filled up. I just suggest you save your money, because buying shoe trees for every expensive shoe that you have in your closet, for every shoe that you want to make sure you take care of, that's expensive if you want to get good shoe trees, all right? Now you can get cheap ones for $4.50 like I said. Those are plastic ones, all right? But like I said, a simple t-shirt will do, and it will save you money as well, all right? You see that? That looks so much better. Look at that. It's filled up. Look at that. See that? It's filled up. Just simply use a t-shirt if you want to save money, and if you can get over the idea of having to use a shoe tree. They have these other things online called shoe stuffers, but why use a shoe stuffer when you can again save your money and stuff it with an old clean t-shirt? It works just the same. It saves you money, okay? Now, if you're a little snooty or you prefer, go ahead and use the shoe tree. I have nothing against it, but I just find this method a lot more efficient. Okay, I know what you're saying next. Slow your roll. Slow your roll. Slow your roll. No, I'm just joking. Listen, I know now you're saying, well, what's going to take the sin away, all right? Number one, you're stuffing the t-shirt in there. So that's going to soak up some of the moisture right there, okay? But as far as the way the shoe smells, I just simply get a shoe deodorizer. These things are simple. This one is called shoe deodorizers made by Soft Shoe Care. And they have some kind of bamboo charcoal. It's 100% natural bamboo charcoal. I just simply take these things and you put it in your shoe for about a day. You just throw it in the shoe, throw it in the shoe, and it soaks up, and it helps the shoe to smell very, very good. And they're easy to take care of, and they last for a long time. So you don't have to worry about your shoe smelling stinky, okay? Just go out and get a shoe deodorizer, a spray or something, and spray inside of your shoe to keep it from smelling. There are other options of getting the creases taken out of your shoe. I don't suggest you try anything specific at home because it includes an iron and a wet towel and stuff like that. Don't screw up your shoe trying to do something that you have no idea as to what you're doing. Don't take a chance on destroying a shoe to learn how to do it. Simply take it to a cobbler and they can quote unquote iron most of the wrinkles out of the shoe and make it look nice and pristine again. But that's what I suggest if you want to try to get the wrinkles out of your shoe. Don't go doing crazy stuff on your own unless you want to take that chance. That's your business, but a good option is to simply go to a cobbler. And with that being said, that wraps up yet another episode of Top Mail. I, as always, am Keith Jason White, your host. I ask that you hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so that you will know next time I upload. Guys, I have nothing against the shoe tree. I just think that the t-shirt works a lot better and is more efficient. Try it for yourself. Get back with me. Let me know the deal. Tell me what happened. Alright? Use a little shoe deodorizer to keep it smelling good. And I think you will be alright. And until next time, I will see you at the top.